Example, simplify 3 power of 5 times 3 power of 6 divided by 3 power of 4. First, the base for the numerator and denominator is already same. Next step, based on the rules of indices, 3 power of 5 plus 6 divided by 3 power of 4 is become 3 power of 11 divided by 3 power of 4. Next, we change from the operation divide to multiply. 3 power of 11 times 3 power of negative 4. Next, refer to the rules of indices. 3 power of 11 plus negative 4. So, 3 power of 7. Example, without using calculator, evaluate 9 power of negative 3 over 2. First, change 9 power 1 over 2 to the shape of square root 9. Remember, we still have power negative 3. Square root 9, we can simply calculate, which is 3. So now 3 power of negative 3. Change to the 1 over 3 power of positive 3, which is equals to the 1 over 27. Question 2. 11 over 25 power of negative 1 over 2. First, change to the improper fraction. So it's become 36 over 25 power negative 1 over 2. Next, change to the shape 1 over 36 over 25 power positive 1 over 2. Next, you have to know 36 power 1 over 2 is actually square root 36. Square root 36 is 6. Divided by 25 power 1 over 2 is also same as square root 25, which is 5. So final answer, you just simply write down 5 over 6. Example, simplify the following expression. Expand first bracket. Change from the divide into multiply. Simplify. Use the rules of indices. Final answer, we can write down as a power of 4 x over b power of 10 y power of 9. Example: simplify 6 sub 7 plus 2 sub 7. First, factorize sub 7. Next, solve 6 plus 2. So, we get 8 sub 7. Next question, 5 sub 3 minus sub 27. Change sub 27 to square root 9 times sub 3. Square root 9 is 3. Factorize sub 3. Solve 5 minus 3. Final answer is 2 sub 3. Example: simplify 3 sub 6 times 5 sub 7. First, what you have to do is the numbers times together, the third times together. It means 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Third 6 times third 7. 6 times 7 is 42. Means 15 third 42. So this is the simplest final answer. Next, third 3 plus 4 third 2 times third 3 plus 2 third 2. First, third 3 multiplied by third 3. Third 3 times third 3 is 3. Next, third 3 times 2 third 2. Remember, third times together. So, what we get is 2. Third 3 times third 2 is third 6. Because 3 times 2 is 6. Next, 4 third 2 times third 3. So, 4 third 6. Because third 2 times third 3 is third 6. Next, 4 third 2 times 2 third 2. Remember, the number times together, the third times together. 4 times 2 is 8. Third 2 times third 2 is 2. After that, we just expand. 3 plus 2 third 6 plus 4 third 6 plus 8 times 2 is 16. Next, 16 plus 3 is 19. After that, for the third 6, we can factorize. Solve 2 plus 4. 6 plus 19. So this is the final answer we can have. Example, rationalize and simplify. First question, 3 over 2 set 3. First, you have to multiply top and bottom by set 3. Set 3 times set 3 is square root 9. Square root 9 is 3. So, we have number 3 at the numerator and denominator, so we can simplify. Final answer is set 3 over 2. Question number 2. 1 over 7 minus set 2 times its conjugate for the top and bottom. 7 minus set 2, its conjugate is 7 plus set 2. Expand carefully for the numerator and denominator. After that, you can simplify. 49 minus 2 is 47. 7 set 2 minus 7 set 2 is 0. Now, this is the simplest answer we can have. Question number 3. Set 17 minus set 5 over set 17 plus set 5. So we have to multiply by its conjugate for the tops and bottom. Next, expand carefully for the numerator and denominator. Next, we have to simplify. 17 plus 5 is 22. Negative 17 set 5 minus negative 17 set 5 is negative 2. Set 17 set 5. Next, for the denominator, 17 minus 5 is 12. Here is 0. Next, factorize number 2. Now, we can simplify number 2. So, final answer is 11 minus set 17 set 5 over 6. So, this is the simplest answer. 1.2 Logarithms. The logarithm of a number y where y more than 0 for any given base a where a more than 0 is written as log y base a. Generally, index form a power of x equals to n. Log form x equals to log n base a. Example, write in the logarithm form 2 power of 3 equals to 8. To make it simple, we use IX method. First, write down log. Refer to the IX method. So I refer to the number 2. For number 2, use the shape of I. For the number 3 and 8, use the shape of X. So, 2 power of 3 equals to 8. Transferred to logarithm form, it's become log 8 base 2 equals to 3. Next example, write in the indices form. Still use IX method. I refer to the number 5. Next, 25 and number 2 refer to the shape of X. So, from the log form to the indices form, it's become 5 power of 2 equals to 25. The law of logarithm. Here we have 5 law of logarithm. Example, express the following in terms of log x, log y, and log z. Log x y squared. Refer to the law number 1. Log x plus log y power of 2. Next, log y power of 2 refer to the law number 3. Log x plus 2 log y. Example number 2, log xy over z. To solve it, we refer to the law of number 2. Log xy minus log z. For the log xy, refer law number 1. Log x plus log y minus log z. So here we already expressed in terms of log x, log y, and log z. Example, write the following as single logarithms. First question, log 8 base 2 minus log 6 base 2 plus log 12 base 2. For this question, all log already have the same base 2. To solve it, we remember the rules of logarithms. Log 8 divided by 6 base 2. We simplify 8 over 6. It's become 4 over 3. Still refer to the law of logarithms. Simplify it. 4 times 4 is 16. Change 16 to the 2 power of 4. Remember, log 2 base 2 equals to 1. That means our final answer is 4. Question 2. 2 ln x plus 7 minus ln x. Still the same piece for this question. Refer to the rules of logarithms. Ln x plus 7 power of 2 minus ln x. Ln x plus 7 power of 2 divided by x. So this is the simplest form as a single logarithm. Change of base. Log m base e change to the base b. Log m base b divided by log a base b. Example, find the following expression to 4 decimal places. Log 5 base 3. Now change to the base 10. Log 5 base 10 divided by log 3 base 10. Press calculator, then the answer is 1.4650. Question 2. Log 10 base 5. Change the base 10. Log 10 base 10 divided by log 5 base 10. Remember, log 10 base 10 equals to 1. So, 1 over log 5 base 10. Press calculator, then the answer is 1.4307. Solving indices equation. Solving equation involving indices normally requires the changing of the equation to the same base. Example, simplify. 5 power of 2x equals to 125. So, we have to change the base. So, the simplest base for this equation is number 5. 5 power of 2x equals to 125, change to the base 5. 125 is 5 power of 3. Now, both sides have the same base. Then, compare the power. 2x equals to 3. So, x equals to 3 over 2. For the second question, 49 power of x power of 2 equals to 1 over 7 power of 3x minus 2. So we have to change the base to the base 7. 49 is 7 power of 2. So here we still have power x power of 2. For the right hand side, 1 over 7 power of 3x minus 2. Next, we change it to the 7 power of negative 3x plus 2. Now, both sides have the same base, base 7. So, 2x power of 2 equals to negative 3x plus 2. Make it quadratic equation. Factorize it. So, our final answer is x equals to 1 over 2 and x equals to negative 2. Third question, 4 power of x plus 1 minus 5, 2 power of x plus 1 equals to 0. First, change 4 to the base 2. So 4 is 2 power of 2. Expand. Next, let u as a 2 power of x. 2 power of 2x means 2 power of x times 2 power of x times 2 power of 2. Substitute u as a 2 power of x. Then now we have quadratic equation. Factorize it. So from the first factor, u is 1 over 4, u is 1. Remember, u is 2 power of x. Now, 2 power of x equals to 1 over 4. Change it. So 1 over 4 become 2 power of negative 2. X now is negative 2. Next, u equals to 1 means 2 power of x equals to 1. Change base. So 1 is 2 power 0. Compare, then x equals to 0. Solving Surds equation. Solving equations involving surds normally requires the need to square both sides of the equations. Remember, check your answer. Example, solve each of the following equations. First example, surd 2x minus 1 minus 5 equals to 0. First step, transfer negative 5 to the right-hand sides. Now, we want to apply method squaring both sides. Now, square both sides. Surd 2x minus 1 square means surd 2x minus 1 times surd 2x minus 1. 5 squared is 25. Now, we already simplify surd. So, surd means power 1 over 2. So, after multiply, it's become 2x minus 1. Simplify it. X now is 13. Example number 2. Surd 3x plus 1 equals to x. Transfer 1 to the right-hand side. Now, apply squaring both sides. Surd 3x plus 1 square is 3x plus 1. For the x minus 1 square, expand carefully. Make it quadratic equation. Simplify it. Factorize. From the first factor, x is 0. Second factor, x equals to 5. Because this question have two answers, we have to check. First, we check for the x equals to 0. How to check? Substitute x equals to 0 into the original questions. Means, set 3x now is 0 plus 1 plus 1, x is 0. Substitute x 0. So what we have is set 1 plus 1. Is it set 1 plus 1 equals to 0? So left hand side does not equals to right hand side. So x equals to 0 is the not solution. Next, we check for the x equals to 5. Substitute into the question. Now, here we have set 16. So set 16 is 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Now, right hand side equals to left hand side. So, x equals to 5 is the only solution. Solving logarithms equations. Solving equations involving logarithms normally require the changing of the equation in the form of logarithms with the same base. Remember, check your answer. Example, solve the equation ln x plus 2 equals to ln 3x minus 16. For this example, both sides already have the same base, base e. So, x plus 2 equals to 3x minus 16. Simplify it. X now is 9. Second example, log x base 2 plus log x minus 7 base 2 equals to 3. For the left-hand side, both log have same base, base 2. Refer to the rules of logarithms. It's become log x, x minus 7 base 2 equals to 3. Next, change it into the indices form. Remember, use IX method as a guideline. X minus 7 equals to 2 power of 3. Expand carefully. Make it quadratic equation. Factorize it. First factor is x negative 1. Second factor is x equals to 8. We have to answer for this question, so we need to check it. How to check? Substitute x negative 1 into the question. Price calculator for the log negative 1 base 2 is become undefined. So, x equals to negative 1 is not a solution. Next, we check for the x equals to 8. Substitute into the question. Change log 8 base 2 to the log 2 power of 3 base 2 plus 8 minus 7. It's become log 1 base 2. Log 1 base 2 is 0. Next, refer to the rules of logarithm. Log 2 base 2 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Now, left-hand side equals to right-hand side. So we can conclude x equals to 8 is the only solution. Nine. Log 5 base x equals to log x base 5. First, change to the base 5. Let u as a log x base 5. Substitute, expand, make it quadratic equation, factorize. U now is -3 and +3. Find value x. Change it to the indices form. X is 1 over 125. For the u equals to +3, change to the indices form. X is 125. For the both of x, we have to check it. First, check for the x 125. How to check? Substitute value x into the question. Change base 125 to the base 5. Change 125 to the 5 power of 3. Because of left-hand side equals to right-hand side, so x equals to 125 is one of the solution. Next, check for the x equals to 1 over 125. Substitute into the question. 1 over 125 is 5 power of -3. Change base 5 power of -3 to the base 5. Simplify. Now, both sides have the same value. We can conclude that x equals to 125 and x equals to 1 over 125 are the solution.